In just a few weeks, hundreds of people will gather at the Brooklyn Navy Yard for the annual New York City Food Waste Fair. The event brings together organizations, educational institutions, and individuals to address food waste in creative and innovative ways.
Joining us this morning to talk about this is Julie Raskin, the Executive Director of the Foundation for New York's Strongest. Welcome.
Hi, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, tell us about this fair.
Okay, so the fair is a whole day targeted mostly at business owners in the food industry where they can learn how to reduce their food waste. What I'm really excited to tell you about, and what I have some samples here today, is about the evening event. It's called the Zero Food Waste Challenge.
And what is that?
So that's the grand finale of the fair. Basically, we have 8 famous New York City chefs competing to make the most delicious zero food waste dish.
And when you say zero food waste, what are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. So I think this is a great example. These are chips made from sweet potato skins. So the sweet potatoes were made for another one of that restaurants. It's called Hunky Dory, their most popular appetizer. So rather than throw away the skins, they turn them into chips.
They're
The
really
idea
good.
is, how can you cook these dishes and be thoughtful about it and creative without throwing anything away?
That's really good.
These are delicious.
Now, what is the second dish that you
So
brought?
this is the dip, actually. It's a labna based, but all of the trimmings of it and the toppings are things that would have been thrown out from the other dishes they made that day. But it's delicious, so you see it's not really like it shouldn't be going into the garbage can if you put a little thought into it.
And it's crazy to think 1/3 of food produced for human consumption is wasted.
Yeah, and I think another startling statistic and why we care so much, so I'm here on behalf of the Foundation for New York's Strongest. We're the official nonprofit partner of the Department of Sanitation. And so what we're really concerned about is that when we look at what we're throwing into landfills, 1/3 of it is food. So that is taking up, it's hard to wrap your head around this number, but it's over 1 million tons a year.
Wow.
So that's like the weight of 3 Empire State Buildings. And the problem is that's sitting in a landfill for up to 20 years. And as it's decomposing, it's emitting a greenhouse gas. So it's actually contributing to climate change. So it's not only taking up space, you get this larger environmental problem.
What would you tell people, can we do in our own homes?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I love about this event. So you're going to see Michelin-starred chefs preparing really delicious gourmet dishes, but the tactics they're using are things we can do in our kitchens. So we actually have a workshop just for everyday New Yorkers called a Conscientious Kitchen. So if you go to our website, foodwastefair.nyc, we're going to have all sorts of events. But basically, it's little steps that you can take, whether it's, making sure you're not putting anything into the garbage, and if you do have scraps you can't use, finding a way to compost them.
And a lot of the events during the day, it's good for restaurant owners as well.
Exactly. Restaurant owners, grocery store owners, wholesale manufacturers. We're going to have over 70 exhibitors with all sorts of resources, demos. It's basically a one-stop shop for how do you change your food waste.
These are really good. So if everything is like this, with some good ideas, for sure.
This is just the appetizer. It's 8 courses and a cocktail with a mystery ingredient. So tickets are still on sale. The early bird pricing ends on Friday. Right now it's $60, which I think is a fantastic deal.
To try all those dishes.
Try all the dishes,
and have a
mingle
cocktail.
with the chefs, have a cocktail, and do something good for the planet.
All right,
Thank you,
Julie.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
The NYC Food Waste Fair takes place Thursday, May 23rd at the Brooklyn Navy Yard. It starts at 10 a.m. And if you cannot make it on Thursday, there are lots of other workshops leading up to the event.
We posted a link on our website, cbsnewyork.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.